Hi everyone, this is Puppy Maroon, and today I'll share with you another story I did in Tammy Boyce's Story Journal for Kids. This story is called The Little Prince and the Little Princess. It's inspired by Ensemble Star Music and D4 DJ Groovy Mix. In particular, Skylar and her sisters are based off of Lyrical Lily. Tori and his brothers are based off of Fine, and the wizard named Mio is based off of Natsume. Once upon a time, there was a little princess named Skylar. She was adventurous and kind-hearted and beloved by everyone in the Fauna Kingdom. She yearned to venture out into the world outside the Fauna Kingdom, but her sisters, Destiny, Mila, Ardella, and Ardella, warned her that the world outside the Fauna Kingdom is too dangerous. One day, Skylar was out picking strawberries when she spied a pure white dove flying through the air. She had seen many different birds in the Fauna Kingdom, but never a pure white dove. Intrigued, she followed the dove through a forest. On the other side of the forest, she came across an incredible sight. It was a meadow full of many kinds of flowers. Skylar had never seen so many different flowers before. She saw a little prince with pink hair smelling some flowers. The dove flew over to the little prince and landed on his head. "Oh, there you are, Clematis," said the little prince. "Hello," Skylar said to the little prince. The little prince spied Skylar and became frightened. He never met anyone from outside his kingdom before. "Who are you?" he asked. "Don't be afraid," said Skylar. "My name is Skylar, and I am one of the princesses of the Fauna Kingdom." Skylar's kind smile and gentle demeanor caused the little prince's fears to melt away. He smiled back at her. "My name is Tori, and I'm one of the princes of the Flora Kingdom. Maybe you can show me around the Flora Kingdom?" asked Skylar. "Sure," said Tori. So Tori showed Skylar around the Flora Kingdom. There were many different flowers as far as the eye can see. Skylar marveled at the beauty and fragrance of the Flora Kingdom. At the end of the tour, Tori made a bouquet of yellow roses and gave it to Skylar. "Thank you so much, Tori," said Skylar. "I'll be sure to come again soon." "You're welcome," said Tori. "See you soon." Tori watched Skylar walk back into the forest. That night at dinner, Tori told his brothers, King Eladon, Prince Melord, and Prince Wardley about Skylar. "She came from the Fauna Kingdom, and she was really kind and friendly," Tori told his brothers. "I even gave her a bouquet of yellow roses as a gift." "She does sound like a very nice girl," said Eladon. "Why don't we come visit her?" "Are you sure?" asked Tori. "You and Melord and Wardley always told me that the world outside the Flora Kingdom is dangerous." "You needn't worry," said Eladon. "The Fauna Kingdom is a very safe place, and it's right next to the Flora Kingdom." Tori smiled. "I know I have nothing to fear as long as you, Melord, and Wardley are with me," he said. Meanwhile, Skylar showed her sisters the bouquet of roses and told them about her adventures in the Flora Kingdom and about Tori. "What did we tell you about wandering out of the Fauna Kingdom?" demanded Destiny. "Don't be harsh, Destiny," said Mila. "The Flora Kingdom is a very safe place, and it's right next to the Fauna Kingdom." "It's not just a safe place," said Skylar. "It also looks and smells beautiful. And Tori is so cute and sweet. We should invite him to the Fauna Kingdom sometime." "I agree with Skylar," said Ardella. Tori sounds like someone I would love to meet, and the Flora Kingdom sounds like a place I would love to visit." "I agree with Skylar and Ardella," said Mila. "I would love to visit the Flora Kingdom and meet Tori." "Very well," said Destiny. "We'll visit Tori and the Flora Kingdom." The next day, Skylar and her sisters are visited by Tori and his brothers. Skylar and her sisters showed Tori and his brothers around the Fauna Kingdom and showed them all the animals that inhabit it. "There are so many fascinating creatures in the Fauna Kingdom," said Wardley. "Did you know that Clematis was born here?" "That explains what Clematis was doing in the Fauna Kingdom," said Skylar. While Skylar, Tori, and their siblings ate a lunch feast composed of hot dogs, steaks, sandwiches, chicken, pasta, soup, fruit, berries, pies, pastries, candy, milk, and juice, Eladon asked Destiny about her and her sisters coming over to the Flora Kingdom for a visit. "But of course," said Destiny. "Me and my sisters were discussing it just the other day." Meanwhile, Hollyhock, the floral witch, was watching nearby and smiled. She had been plotting to claim the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom for herself. The princesses of the Fauna Kingdom coming to the Flora Kingdom gave her the perfect opportunity to enact her plan. The next day, Skylar and her sisters went to visit the Flora Kingdom. There, Tori and his brothers showed Skylar's sisters around the Flora Kingdom. At the end of the tour, Eladon, Millward, and Wardley gave Destiny, Mila, and Ardella yellow rose crowns, and Tori gave Skylar a zinnia crown. "These flower crowns are very lovely," said Mila. "Thank you." But suddenly, a huge Venus flytrap planted by Hollyhock spread out of the ground and lunged at the group. Skylar and Tori managed to evade capture, but Destiny, Eladon, Mila, Millward, Ardella, and Wardley weren't so lucky. "This is the work of Hollyhock," Eladon exclaimed. "She wants to claim the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom for herself." "What do we do?" asked Skylar. Eladon told Skylar and Tori they need to go out into the world and find the golden protea, as it's the only thing that can defeat Hollyhock. "But the world outside the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom is too dangerous," Tori protested. "You said so yourself." "I'm afraid you have no choice," said Eladon. "The fates of the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom are in your hands." "You can count on us," said Skylar. "Good luck out there, and may the Almighty protect you," said Mila. So Skylar and Tori went out in search of the golden protea. "How are we going to find the golden protea?" asked Tori. "It could be anywhere." "My mother told me stories about a wizard named Nemeo when I was a child," said Skylar. "Maybe he can help us." "What did your mother say about this Nemeo wizard?" asked Tori. "Well, my mother said that Nemeo has long red hair and golden eyes and lives in a crystal cabin under a weeping willow by a lake full of white swans and black swans," said Skylar. "He usually helps others by giving them instructions on how to find objects. To get to his cabin, we will need to follow the Blue Crystal Road." "Do we even know where the Blue Crystal Road is?" asked Tori. As if to answer his question, the Blue Crystal Road suddenly came into view. "Well, that's convenient," said Tori. "It's not just convenient," said Skylar. "I believe it's the hand of the Almighty at work. You see, the Blue Crystal Road only appears for those that the Almighty has destined to meet with Nemeo." But what if the blue crystal road didn't appear for us? Asked Tori. I'm sure the Almighty will still provide a way to help us, said Skylar. So Skylar and Tori followed the blue crystal road to Nemio's cabin. There they saw Nemio on the porch painting a picture. He spied Skylar and Tori and went to greet them. Greetings, said Nemio. What is it that you seek? We need to find the golden protea, said Tori. Hollyhock the Floral Witch has captured the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom, and the golden protea is our only chance to stop her. I know Hollyhock all too well, said Nemio. The sooner you liberate the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom from her clutches, the better. So where do we find the golden protea? Asked Skylar. It's a long journey to get to the golden protea, said Nemio. First, you will need to travel through the spooky tunnel. Second, you will need to navigate through the meadow of tempting sweets. Third, you'll have to go through the realm of the ravenous werewolf giant. Finally, you go up the mountain of voracious spiders and enter the cave of unique plants, which is where you will find the golden protea. Thank you, Mr. Nemio. Let's go, Tori, said Skylar. Be careful on your journey, and may the Almighty watch over you, said Nemio. So Skylar and Tori went down the blue crystal road for the spooky tunnel. Along the way, they came across an intersection where the road is split into 7 different paths. The northeastern path led to a place called the Winter Kingdom. The northern path led to the spooky tunnel. The northwestern path led to a place called Popsicle Beach. The eastern path led to a place called the Meadow of Bejeweled Flowers. The western path led to a place called Sinister Swamp. The southeastern path led to a place called the Fuchsia Desert. The southwestern path led to a place called the Lemonade River. Skylar marveled at the many different paths. Those places all sound so cool, Skylar exclaimed. Remember, we need to go to the spooky tunnel, Tori reminded her. Can't we check out some of the other places first? Asked Skylar. Maybe we can do that some other time, said Tori. We need to go to the spooky tunnel if we're going to get the golden protea and help our siblings and everyone else in the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom. Okay, said Skylar. You're right. Helping the people dear to us is more important. So Skylar and Tori took the northern path to the spooky tunnel. Upon reaching the spooky tunnel, Skylar and Tori saw just how aptly named it was. It sure looks scary, said Tori. It also looks really exciting, Skylar exclaimed. Come on! Skylar started to enter the tunnel, but noticed that Tori wasn't following her. What's wrong? Asked Skylar. That tunnel looks really scary, said Tori. I don't want to abandon our quest, but I don't want to go in there either. Don't be frightened, Tori, said Skylar. The Almighty will watch over us, and I will be there to hold your hand. She took Tori's hand and guided him into the spooky tunnel. The tunnel was dark and ambient, and Skylar and Tori could hear whispering and breathing and moaning. Tori trembled violently. Skylar noticed this and placed her arms around him. There, I got you, Tori, she assured him. As soon as they got out of the spooky tunnel, Tori gave Skylar a hug. Thank you, Skylar, he sighed. You're very welcome, Tori, Skylar replied as she hugged him back. Skylar and Tori then journeyed to the Meadow of Tempting Sweets. At the start of the meadow, they saw a sign that warned them not to eat any of the sweets in the meadow. Upon entering the meadow, Skylar and Tori saw all kinds of delectable-looking candy as far as the eye can see. Skylar stared at the sweets hungrily. Tori, I know that sign said not to eat any of the sweets in the meadow, but can't we eat just one piece of candy? She asked. You know what the sign said, said Tori. I know we haven't eaten lunch, but that sign was put there for a reason. We'll grab something to eat later. Tori guided Skylar out of the meadow of tempting sweets and kept her away from the luscious-looking candy. They then entered the realm of the ravenous werewolf giant. It was a foggy and chilly world with large rock formations everywhere. Tori took hold of Skylar's hand. They suddenly heard a loud howl. Skylar and Tori dove behind one of the rock formations just as a ginormous werewolf emerged. The werewolf had wild, starved eyes and was salivating. Tori trembled violently again. Skylar took his hands into hers. It's going to be okay, Tori, she whispered. If we're really quiet, we'll be able to sneak past the werewolf and get out of here. Tori nodded. The duo tiptoed past the werewolf and escaped his realm. Tori breathed a sigh of relief and embraced Skylar. Thank you, Skylar, he told her. I don't think I would have gotten as far as I did without you. And I don't think I would have gotten as far as I did without you either, Skylar replied. Skylar and Tori then continued down the path to the mountain of voracious spiders. At the base of the mountain, there was a sign that warned them to beware of traps set by the hungry spiders. Tori took Skylar's hand and they ventured up the mountain together. Before long, they spied a bowl of potato soup. Skylar eyed the bowl and salivated a little. Skylar, Tori warned, but it was too late. Skylar grabbed the bowl. Immediately, an enormous spider emerged and grabbed her. Eee! Skylar yelped. Skylar! Tori cried as the spider dragged her away. Tori started to panic. He knew he needed to save Skylar, but the spider was really scary and dangerous. He prayed to the Almighty for help. Praying to the Almighty made him feel better and braver. He approached the spider's lair and saw a lily of the valley at the entrance. He remembered that Eladon told him how dangerous the lilies of the valley were to the spiders in the mountain of voracious spiders. So Tori picked the lily of the valley and ventured into the cave. There he saw Skylar wrapped in spider webbing and the spider about to devour her. Without hesitating, Tori shoved the lily of the valley into the spider's mouth. The spider died on the spot. Tori freed Skylar, who gave him a hug. You saved me, Tori, she cried. Thank you so much. I remembered what you said, and I prayed to the Almighty to help me, and he did, said Tori. Skylar and Tori then thanked the Almighty for his help and went up the mountain of voracious spiders into the cave of unique plants, careful to avoid the other traps set by the other spiders. Upon entering the cave, Skylar and Tori saw that the cave was very aptly named, as the plants in the cave were unlike the rest of the plants in the world. And amongst those plants was the golden protea. Skylar picked the flower. We did it, she cried. We got the golden protea. Skylar and Tori agreed that they should spend the night in the cave of unique plants before returning to the Flora Kingdom, as it was getting dark and they were exhausted and famished from their long journey. So they ate a dinner of spaghetti strings of dolphins and edible orange ballerina tulips and washed it down with water from a stream before snuggling onto a cozy lady fern and going to sleep. The next morning, after a breakfast of donut daylilies and peach begonias washed down with water from the stream, they made the long journey back to the Flora Kingdom. Hollyhock was there to greet them. Destiny, Eladon, Mila, Millward, Ardella, and Wardley were also there, tied up in vines. I've been waiting for you, said Hollyhock. Once I've captured you both, the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom will be mine forever. She then used vines to try to capture Skylar and Tori, but the golden protea protected them. Skylar and Tori then used the golden protea to defeat Hollyhock and free Destiny, Eladon, Mila, Millward, Ardella, and Wardley. Destiny, Eladon, Mila, Millward, Ardella, and Wardley then gathered into a group hug with Skylar and Tori. You did it! You saved us! Ardella exclaimed. We were worried you wouldn't be able to make it back, said Mila. We're so happy you did. I didn't think you'd make it on your own, said Destiny. I'm glad I was wrong. You are both fabulous, Wardley exclaimed. You have brought Hollyhock's brief and tyrannical reign to an end, said Millward. We are so proud of you, said Eladon. It was all thanks to the Almighty that we were able to succeed, said Tori. It's with the Almighty that all things are possible, said Skylar. And Skylar and Tori and everyone else in the Flora Kingdom and the Fauna Kingdom lived happily ever after. And that was The Little Prince and the Little Princess. So what do you think of the story? Did you enjoy it? Let me know in the community page on my channel. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe and share the video around. Thanks for watching and have a blessed day.